It appears that we are live everywhere else as well. I got chat up and running. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
click back and forth.
you put us live?
Yeah. I
Okay, it
thought
wasn't something I did, is what I'm saying.
no,
Okay, just checking.
no. We got 0 viewership.
Okay.
It's an odd time of day to be going live.
Yeah, it'll just be good to test it, see what the drops are, see what the frames are.
0% drops on frames.
Pulling up Instagram now on the laptop.
Speed is 460, 4200, 4600, 4200, 60 frames a second. Looks like it's running good. Am I crazy? Are we actually live? I mean, we're live on Restream. Are we actually live anywhere?
Anywhere
matters?
else? Well, I'm checking Instagram. I'm pulling it up.
Oh yeah, we're on Facebook. I see us. I'm staring back at me on Facebook. There we go.
Staring back at me. It sounds like a song lyric.
Let's try YouTube. Firehouse Vigilance is live.
Not now. Don't turn
Yep.
on.
No, everything's running.
All right.
Volume. Hang on.
16 others joined. There's 7 people. We are live on Instagram. There we go. Chainsaw Speakeasy. No, we're just testing. Hey, we are strictly testing Sam's internet right now. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them up in chat, as we are basically just stress testing and seeing if we can actually allow Sam the honor of doing.
We're making sure that Saturday wasn't a fluke. Was it Saturday?
I don't know what
Friday.
today is.
Either Friday or Saturday when we did the stream from the truck. We're just making sure that wasn't a fluke.
Which wasn't on Instagram. Gotcha. Welcome, Luke and Pochaska, Chainsaw Speakeasy, Big Smooth 78, Chris Will Banks 1. I just keep reading names. That's what I'm going to do. Tonight's Mike Pascal. It's going to be amazing. Just an FYI, the real Joshua Everett is in the house, but I don't know which Josh Everett that is. Which this is a funny story. Joshua Everett contacted me through Facebook and said, "Hey, I got your book in the mail and I appreciate it, but my wife's not Liz. I think you got the wrong Joshua Everett." And so I said, "Well, enjoy the book, brother." And then I had to contact Joshua Everett and say, "Hey, we sent you a book as a thank you, and you didn't get it." Okay, Chainsaw Speakeasy is Valerie Tessier up there in the Vancouver area. I believe Vancouver area.
That Joshua Everett story goes even deeper, because I think it was November, I got, the subscription things come in, and I saw Joshua Everett, and I was like, "Oh, it's Josh," and I ignored it. Like
are you randomly holding up a knife? I'm asking.
So calm.
I was just had to clarify.
But no, for like an entire 2 months, poor guy never even got an invite to the private group because I thought he was the other Josh.
Nice.
Anyway, I felt really bad. I finally contacted him. I had Amanda send him a swag bag of stickers, and I was like, "Man, I am so sorry. I never would have dreamed there would be 2 Joshua Everetts vigilantes."
Valerie Tessier, welcome. It's been a minute since I've seen you in the after party.
Relentless Reject said they need to battle it out for name rights.
JCME 1102 said the OG Everetts, but I'm assuming that's Mr. Mustache Everetts.
Yeah.
Never have I ever seen another. That's what he said.
I think one of the first times we went on Instagram, Josh sent me a private message, and he was like, "Dude, that guy in there posting is Josh Everett. That's not me. That's not me."
Texas baby. That's what he said. Texas baby. No, and that's one of the problems with Instagram is like Grove J2 straight at 409. Like I probably know that I might know those people, but the Instagram handles I've like even Chainsaw Speakeasy. That one might stick in my head because it's a pretty cool handle. But like even Joshua's is JCME 1102. No offense, OG Everett's, but that's not a
memorable name.
It's not going to stick out in my brain the next time I see it. As much as Chainsaw Speakeasy.
Jason Haynes said, "Vigilante present and in the house."
I need to get up Restream. So the question is, it's not a question. We have to set up all the redundancy so that I can do the same.
0 frame drop.
Nice. Good.
0.
That makes me happy.
Well, dude, the trucks have been in my neighborhood for like 2 weeks replacing the lines. If that doesn't fix it, then I don't know.
Relentless Rejects. I just pulled up the chat so I can see it.
It got so bad I called the law on them. I sicked the government on the freaking internet company so I could get it done.
Valerie has a chainsaw tattooed on her middle finger. Hey, Bobby Eckert, my man. I've been bugging this guy for 3 months for this article, and he's promised me. I told him he's promised me over and over he was going to send it to me. And the last time he promised me, he said, "I'll have it to you by Monday. I promise." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna hold my breath." And then I said, "My life is in your hands." He says, "No worries. You don't worry." And then like a week after the deadline, I told him, "Why'd you let me die?" It was funny, okay?
Relentless Rejects on YouTube is asking, are you purposely not wearing hats these days?
Not purposely. It's just not really. I mean, not on purpose. I don't know. I've got about 42 hats within arm's distance, but he says, "Okay, you'll have it this evening." There you go. Everybody can see. Bobby Eckert said it will be here this evening. That's accountability right there, letting everybody know. I'll say righteous.
When we were young, we wore hats just about everywhere we went. Back in our high football prep days, like we always had hats on, and I just grew out of it. I don't know.
I've been on a hat kick for about 2 years. I don't think I've not had a hat for about 2 years.
But it's also pretty exciting when you're getting new hats in the mail all the time, like you are.
That doesn't hurt. I mean? Every once in a while, Corley's voice drops like 10 octaves, like as in pitch or volume.
And is it because he's moving away from the microphone?
Yeah, I do. When I lean over and read Instagram, I'm leaving and it's a parabolic, so.
And every time he puts his hands in front of his face, it refocuses. Just letting you know that. Like you put your hand up and your camera goes.
Can't see me. Can't see me. All right. Is it me getting away from the mic? Okay, I have to be. I can change the pattern on the mic too, so it'll catch more. But I'm afraid I'm trying to get where I quit breathing so much when people are talking. I'm like,
Peyton Price said new hats are fantastic, and I can't lie. I love this thing.
No, and I love working out.
Check that out.
Yeah, it does look good.
That is my new favorite hat right there. I love this one.
Showing it off. It's fantastic. It's not quite the blackout. It's pretty badass.
It is. I like it. If I had one of those front-facing lights, I'd wear the shirts too. But
we talked about it on the road trip about shutting down everything and going exclusively YouTube. We were discussing the pluses and minuses. I'm sorry, I was reading Josh Everett's.
Well, I got another Josh Everett's on YouTube said, "Come to listen on my favorite platform, better than the blackout." Think so? You think this is better than the blackout?
Do I?
That's Josh's asking.
Oh, Josh's opinion. Oh, I see. Man, the main reason it is because the blackout doesn't show up on camera, and I wanted the vigilante to show up, so I just said make a gunmetal gray on the black.
And Corley told me about this when he was ordering them, and I said, I want one.
Grove J2 says it just happened, Darth Vader style. It's octaves. He said pitch, not volume. Okay,
that's odd.
Maybe it's something.
Okay, so people who are not on Instagram. Is Corley's voice dropping? Is the octave dropping for you?
Am I basing out?
Yeah. Is it just Instagram or is it everywhere?
Did you drive, Preston? I meant to ask you that. I thought you did, but I wasn't 100% sure. And how long was that drive? Because mine was brutal.
Relentless Reject says, "I'm just finally getting back from Parsons." I'm sure that means something to you.
Yeah, that's why I was asking him if he drove.
Jason Haynes said. I get your reading. I don't need to read this to you. You can read it. He says that you're this. Wait, it's the same as in it's dropping or it's staying constant?
Staying constant and consistent or dropping?
Chainsaw. A little choppy on Insta, freezes every 30 seconds or so. Seems crisp on YouTube here, says Ed Berg.
All right, so Chainsaw, Valerie, I'll
Jesus, 11 hours. Holy crap!
Yeah, dude, I can't believe that.
That's a road trip, man.
She says,
Holy
I'm not
cow.
experiencing those issues here on Instagram. So it may just be Grove that had the basing out issue.
Yeah, Jason says volume is staying fine on Facebook.
I'm excited. Sam may be back, everybody.
Corley sounds fine, says Relentless. Okay.
Corley looks fine, is what I read.
All right, we are 10 minutes in, no frames dropped.
Preston. I was asking people what's the most important trait a leader should have. You know, it's one of my standard questions for the 9 L's when I'm teaching it. And sex appeal was Preston Lyons. Sex appeal was I'm not sure it made the top whatever.
Josh said he experienced no sound issues on YouTube or Instagram.
Nice. Okay. So I'm hoping, Grove, not for, that I'm hoping, but that it was isolated to whatever was happening with your internet and your device as opposed to something we are doing.
Well, what if I want to call you Relentless? What if I just like Relentless? What if that makes me happy?
It does make me happy. I want you to call him Preston Sam.
All right. From now on, you're Preston Sam.
Bad dad jokes.
I tell you,
everything's looking good, brother. I'm very, very, very excited. Are these the sponsors for tonight? Did we already?
You gave me 3, and I just threw Flames on there.
Flames always good. That is true. Chicago Fire requires sex appeal for their leadership, and Chicago Fire is some of the best training you can do. Just watch that, and you can count it for your continuing education hours.
Preston, eventually I will get around to you for the Vigilante interview, and I will call you Relentless for the entire interview.
For the interview, has he not done one?
No, I've purposely he has been nominated 3 times, and I have shot it down all 3 times.
Sam hates Preston. There you go.
I don't hate Preston. He was just going to be on the scrap, and I didn't want to take away from that.
You heard it here first.
Leading up to the scrap, I told
Sam
everybody
dislikes Preston Sam.
I told everybody, don't pick Preston because he's going to be on the scrap, and I don't want to take away from that.
Sam dislikes Preston Sam, refuses to call him by name. That's the clickbait title.
No, I told Josh and I told Dylan and Ramrod that Preston was not eligible until after he was on the scrap.
No, especially with everything he's got going on. Hey, Beho, long time no see, my homie. Long time no talk to. I'll be in your neck of the woods next week. Yeah, that's true, Josh. That's a good point. At least he calls you Relentless and not Reject. Oh, I see. This could go places. I hope everybody doesn't mind. We're just prattling. Instagram, feel free to chime in. I'm trying to involve Instagram more and more. It is the toughest of all of them to try and stream on for sure, man. It's so unforgiving for live. I mean, it's easy if you're just going to go live by yourself and talk to your phone.
You got your phone in front of your face and you're just talking to it. It's great for that. We have a pretty good production going here that it doesn't mesh well with.
Who got to enjoy the who enjoyed the eclipse?
Me, I did. I came prepared. I even had these monstrosities.
I think you should wear those now.
Yeah. There you go. Now I'm Daredevil.
Yeah. That's not what I thought of.
Don't hold back, man.
Sam and Preston.
Let me have it.
Proper vampire fight before the Everett's Battle Royale.
The View pre-fight, yeah. Will be the undercard.
I don't know if it was pay-per-view pre-fight or proper view. Either way, it read pretty good. Yeah, I heard some people got clouds that completely ruined the eclipse. We had it clear here, but we only had like a 93%, I think is what they said, or 94, which still impressive.
No, it was. There was barely just like a sliver of sun left. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Is it like up there in Vancouver, was it not blocked at all? I haven't looked at a map. I know that it slid across our state. Jason Haynes said flow testing and loading hose during the eclipse here in Florida. Got it. And then also shitty weather. Okay, well that makes sense. Everybody who's joined in and listening, we are really just, me and Sam are just really prattling and talking to the live audience right now because we're really just testing his internet to see if it's good to try and do the scrap on tonight. So hopefully it holds.
I'm fighting for my very existence here, guys.
She said it was a sliver. It was a sliver, but we couldn't even see it just because the cloud cover and the weather.
Gotcha.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Remind me to change the sponsors on Instagram.
Roger that.
Because I have not done so.
I'll forget.
Only 60% covered. Okay. No, it seems like it's doing very well. If anybody has any great questions, please throw them at us. Anybody has a good topic, please throw it at us. We're going to try and stay live for about another 10 minutes or so.
Tara said she's been on for 10 minutes and my feed has been good to go.
We'd established Tara is...
Sorry. It's me. I went to high school with a Tara and I can't get it out of my head. Tara. I'll change it. Tara.
Terror.
Has everybody got the green shirt? I know it was kind of a thing for a certain time, but
boom.
After having nothing but black shirts, it's kind of cool to have a green shirt.
I may rock a green shirt tonight. No, that's awesome. Great. Thank you for the feedback on the stream, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Great in the ATL. Hey, patches, man. I should have grabbed one. I should have Amanda bring one in here. Let me see. I'll text her. I'll see if she'll bring one in. She hates being on camera.
New patches?
Yeah, but it's a funny story.
Oh, so, okay. I got you.
I mean, yes, the patches finally, like, people have been asking for patches. The Vigilante one is dope. I'm not going to lie. I love it.
Okay.
Let me text her. I can't do two things at once. Hang on.
I have a feeling this is going to come and bite me here in a second.
I'm going to show you guys these if she'll come in here to hand them to me. And the quality is really good, so I'm pleased with the quality.
Peyton says he's wearing a green shirt as we speak.
Hell yeah. Instagram, welcome. People, man, tons of people join and then leave Instagram. It's like, what's going on?
I know. That was the problem I've had the last couple of weeks.
What's going on? Bye.
I see like 40 people join in 1 minute, and there's only 3 people watching.
Right. I would like to. We're gonna stay consistent and try to make it happen on there. Jackson Otto says, for the leadership group, how do you approach leadership that has dangled the promotion carrot for a long time? How do you professionally approach them and ask them to stop dangling that carrot? I'm going to need more details, honestly. Dangle the promotion carrot. Do they complete, like, what is the promotional process, first of all?
Like, are they just out there pushing, hey, do the test, do all the stuff, and then not giving them out? Or
how do they, what I want to understand is, how do they dangle the carrot? Is there a testing process? Is it strictly, is it strictly by, what's it called when you just pick it?
Well, Preston Sam says he recruited at least a dozen or half a dozen vigilantes in Kansas. I can confirm that at least 5.
That is because sex appeal is his main leadership quality.
I'm not going to lie. Preston's got it. So Greg Moore says he just froze in Atlanta.
Everything froze? What's he on, Facebook?
Yes.
Is it frozen? Is it staying frozen?
Is anybody else frozen?
Because Valerie said random freeze on Instagram, and she said, well, I usually start on Instagram, and because it's been sloppy, I moved to YouTube. That's fair.
Fair.
Still good to go here from Tara.
Okay, so maybe Greg's having some issues, or...
Valerie, is it still frozen, or is it just a random freeze, or is it intermittently freezing?
Greg says after 10 seconds it came back. I still dropped 0 frames.
I'm waiting to see Valerie's feedback on the IG. I know this is wildly exciting to hear us test the internet and see how it does. Still good on the Book of Faces. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Stephanos Grizzly. Welcome, Stephanos Grizzly. Random, intermittent, and short freezes. Pretty
Instagram?
constant. Yeah, she's giving me good feedback. Constant, like, is it, or is it? Well, I mean, she said intermittent. Does it make it unwatchable? Is the biggest question. Let me see what Wi-Fi I'm on.
Peyton says we got to have the internet stress
Yeah.
tested before 250, and you are correct.
Without a doubt.
Present to you.
Yeah, check these out.
That's embarrassing.
Which part?
The right one.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to tell the story. So here's the. If I can get it up there, people can see.
Oh, that one looks good.
No, they did a really good job.
That's the one I was worried about.
Let it snap into focus.
That's the one where I thought I was going to get called out because I voted for that one.
The honey badger looks like a honey badger.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Okay, she said it's happened maybe 4 or 5 times since the start. So it's still watchable, just you got to put up with freezes. Okay, so here's the other one. This one's, the quality on this is actually good, right? Let me square it up there.
Nevery. Is that the only one you got?
What do you mean?
Did you just get like one test piece?
No. There's a stack of
God
patches.
bless.
It says Nevery. So the thing is, the artwork, it's the same artwork as the background, right?
Yeah.
So it's the artwork. We've seen it 100 times. So the patch company sent us a proof. They did send us a proof. And so we approved the proof because you see the artwork and we didn't know they had to retype all the font because of the shadows that are on there. They didn't want it just, they had to retype the font. They didn't tell us that they retyped the font. So when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, they did a good job. You're looking at the quality and stuff, but really didn't spell check because the artwork was correct. And so we got, I don't know. These are going to be collector's items.
Yeah.
We're going to pass these out as a special Nevery.
I'm going to have to come over and snag one of those.
J-Ob says, I'm saying Nevery from now on.
Yeah. It'll be another one of those inside jokes.
It's a Nevery easy. I'm going to have those hats made.
Preston, be aware the oath has been upgraded. So when you do it on the after party, make sure that you're saying the new words.
Yeah, Nevery easy. Nevery quit. It's hard to make up new words, but we managed to do it.
Hey man, we could take this a step further. We could do it pushy, trainy, learny.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Valerie says, which admittedly is far less than usual, so it's doing better than usual. I'm also not on Nevery easy. YouTube is stable, so is Facebook in the Great White Northwest. Thank you, Diggler. Yeah, Tara said, I feel like those are collector's editions. Yeah. Jonathan Talon said, which states are you from? I'm on Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Jay said he's going to order one.
Send it. Send where you're watching from. That's actually a really cool question. Thank you for that question, Jonathan Talon.
Jonathan Steve Talon said, there's my new tattoo.
Never easy. No regrets. Never easy. I actually may have some shirts made, man. That may be great. I'll print up like 10 of them or something.
Long Island. Heck yeah.
Who we got? Long Island, New York, from Anthony T.J. Weiss. Megan Dennehy Frick, North in New Hampshire. The eclipse sucked. Jackson Otto checking in from Minnesota. Diggler from Edmonton, Alberta. Josh Everett said, I'll order as well. I love it. Nick Christie 7 checking in from San Antonio, Texas with the rocker horns. Absolutely love it. San Antonio, Tejas from Josh Everett. Des Moines, Iowa, Jay Obbs. Gluckstadt, Mississippi. That was me really channeling my German, my Deutsch.
I was going to say a German name in Mississippi. That seems kind of out of place, doesn't it?
I'm sure there's a history lesson in it.
Oh, yeah, somewhere. I'm sure there is.
Hyannis, is that it? It's like Port Hyannis. Is that how they say it, man? I don't know if you can type out how bad I'm mispronouncing Hyannis. Lincoln, Nebraska, ATL, Braves country. Boom, boom. I think I got to mute this. I didn't realize it was on. There we go.
Well, we weren't hearing it, so
No, it's very. I kept hearing it in the background.
that
Nick-
40-second delay.
Nick Christie is my boy, new lieutenant in my department. Peyton said, I'll have to double check the history, but yeah, deep-rooted German history. Probably a German settlement way back in the day.
Yeah.
Boom.
There's several of those in Oklahoma. When I think of Mississippi, that's the last thing that comes to mind.
Hyannis, I pronounced it right. Points, max points for Corley. Boom. All right, I think we're good. I never heard back on the leadership question. I never saw any more information.
Oh, hold on. I think I saw it. Maybe I can scroll up.
No doubt. Thank you for all the help, Valerie. Hopefully Instagram will be somewhat decent.
Says, I've completed the courses needed, and it's the carrot. The carrot's been dangled. I fill the role currently, but it's almost becoming a negative impact because of the distraction of leadership tasks. Basically, he's done all the work, and he's doing the work and not getting the position.
Yeah, that does. I mean, that sounds toxic, and without getting more details and being very short.
I'm guessing every time it's brought up, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll get to it. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming." I'm thinking that's the kind of carrot that he's talking about.
Well, if it's not, and this is my advice, my easy go-to advice, and I don't say it lightly because I try to live by this. If it's not something you can control, put it out of your realm and focus on what you can control, which is being a badass, taking care of your people, taking care of your duties, taking care of your citizens, and the rest will take care of itself. Fighty. I like fighty. I will, man. I do. But focus on your sphere of influence, man. Stephen R. Covey. Focus on your sphere of influence, and that will grow. And because now, if you have some sort of control over the promotional process, that's a different story. But if you've done everything you can do, man, put it out of your mind.
It sounds like they're using you, but
yeah.
I don't know. I've only got with the text that you put on here, but it does. It feels like you're being used.
And I'm telling you, yeah, I'm not trying to just walk on you, Sam. Sorry.
No.
I thought of something great to do if you haven't already done it, which you might have already done it. But if you haven't, there is this show called The Weekly Scrap, episode 239 specifically, that is all about understanding how to operate in a toxic environment. And it is an amazing, amazing episode. And if you have not listened to it, it really does talk about what you're dealing with. Like, not directly, but there are
similarities.
Chief Ashby, like, so many people sent me messages in the last week that said, I think she was talking directly to me in my department, which I felt like she was talking directly to me in my department the entire time. So, all right. I think we're good, Sam.
I think we are.
I don't want to cut anybody off if anybody has anything they want to throw out there. I mean, there's close to 40 people. Yeah, Josh, I'm with you, man. 3 times to Kansas now this week. Amazing. Caney, Kansas, and Corley was super fantastic at Parsons. At the keynote speaker, and your class of 9Ls was freaking spot on. I'm digging in and ready for more. I loved it, brother. I loved it. It was a great crowd. Great. I want to get the feedback on the hands-on, but it was a great lecture day. Great lecture day. I enjoyed it immensely. So thanks for being there. Yeah, she absolutely rocked the scrap. What up, Smoky Squid? Smoky Squid. That's Florida, right? Smoky Squid, I remember, is Cody, yes? Tell me I'm right.
I don't want to push anything out, but it is almost 4 o'clock.
No, you're right. I got to set up the redundancy, and I still got to change the Instagram.
We got to 100 messages.
Yeah, Josh Everett said it best. She fucking killed it over and over, then killed it even more. No, the after party was yeah, it's Cody. Okay. Yeah. Making sure. I thought so, man. Again, the Instagram names throw me off, but I was like, I know Smoky Squid. So some of them stick. JCM 2214, not so much. But Bo Chipper. All right, everybody. Thank you for being amazing. 4 hours from now, we'll be going live with Chief Mike Pascal. I'm telling you right now, just as a little hype for Mike Pascal. I travel to a lot of training in my area. I try to hit whenever, especially I go to a lot of leadership. I go to a lot of culture stuff, but especially tactics stuff. I love catching it, and I love bringing it in. And so every time I show up to stuff that is tactics, Chief Pascal is there sitting on the front row and taking notes. And this man has 37 years in the fire service, at least. And he is still a student of the game, and he loves. So if you haven't tuned in tonight, there should be a lot of good tactics, strategy talk. Should be a lot of fun. So anyway, that's the hype for tonight's show. Thank you all for letting us stress test. I'm excited. Sam, anything you got?
Nope.
Thank you, Instagram. Hey, John Spear, 55 Fire USA. Hey, welcome to the stress test. We're hoping it goes smooth tonight. We will see, but we're stress testing it now. We'll see you in 4 hours, 8 o'clock sharp, Central Standard Time, 9 o'clock on the East Coast, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. All right. See y'all there. Should be a good one.